A man once went to Gautama Buddha for advice on controlling his emotions. He was struggling with anger and frustration and wanted to find a way to manage them better. Buddha smiled and asked him to sit down. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "Long ago, there was a king who ruled a wealthy kingdom. One day, he decided to visit a neighboring kingdom known for its wise ruler. When he arrived, he was warmly welcomed, and a big feast was prepared in his honor. During the meal, the king noticed a fly in his soup. Feeling disgusted, he ordered his servant to bring a new bowl of soup. The wise king saw this and calmly said, "Your Majesty, don't be upset over such a small thing." The king replied, "Even a small thing like this can ruin my mood." The wise king smiled and said, "It's not the fly that spoiled your mood, but how you reacted to it. You have the power to control your emotions. Don't let them control you." The king thought about this and returned to his kingdom, realizing the wisdom of the other king's words. From that day on, he practiced staying calm and not letting little things upset him. He noticed that he made better decisions and felt more peaceful. This story teaches us that our reactions, not the situations, often shape how we feel. When we react with anger or frustration, it can harm our relationships and make it harder to think clearly. In another part of the world, there was a young man named Michael who also struggled with his emotions. He often reacted impulsively when upset, which caused arguments and hurt feelings. Michael decided to take control of his emotions. He started practicing mindfulness and meditation, which helped him slow down and think before reacting. At first, it was tough. He still felt angry and frustrated at times, but he learned to take a deep breath and calm down before responding. Over time, he found it easier to stay in control of his emotions, and his relationships improved because he communicated more calmly. One day, a friend came to Michael for advice. His friend was going through a tough time and was feeling very upset. Michael listened and offered support. His friend said, "You always know how to stay calm and never seem to get angry." Michael smiled and replied, "I still feel angry sometimes, but I've learned to manage my emotions instead of letting them control me. This has helped me in many areas of my life." As Michael continued practicing mindfulness and emotional control, people admired his calm nature. He handled challenges with grace and found peace within himself. This shows that with practice, we can learn to pause and think before reacting. Doing so helps us make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and live a more peaceful life. The story of the wise king and Michael reminds us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. By practicing mindfulness and emotional control, we can lead a happier life. As Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get hurt. Letting go of anger and frustration allows us to live more peacefully. The root of suffering is often our attachments to things. When we let go, we free ourselves from the pain of anger and anxiety. By practicing compassion for others and ourselves, we can find true happiness. Remember to respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively. True peace comes from within. What we think, we become. In the end, how we live, love, and let go is what makes our life truly meaningful.